welcome back to Love and Romance Tarot Readings. I am super excited for today's pick a card. Today we are going to see the rest of the year in love, and we'll even tap into early, next year just to give it some leeway as well. And we're going to see what serious love, romantic opportunities are going to come in. We're trying to tap into the most serious love offers, the most lucrative is our goal and focus today. So that is our topic. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you'd like your own private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. And other than that, pause the video if you need more time with the piles. You can always pick more than one pile as well for all of my readings. For group one, we have the Sunstone Crystal Point, and we'll be using the Cirque du Tarot. For group two, we have the Rhodonite Crystal Point, and we'll be using the Dreams Within Dreams Tarot. For group three, we have the Plum Tourmaline, and we'll be using the Mystical Manga Tarot. And for group four, we have the Apatite Crystal. And we'll be using the Third Eye Tarot for group four. So pause the video if needed, but we're just going to jump right into it. All right, if you chose group one with the Sunstone Crystal Point and the Cirque du Tarot, this is your reading. Tapping in to see the rest of the year and early next year. Serious love offers, serious commitment. Who is going to come through for you? Group one. What are they offering? What action will they take towards you? We'll get all of that, Spirit, for group one with the Sunstone. Please show us the rest of the year and early next year for group one. Nice. First card out for you is Love Vibe. So getting started strong, getting started with good energy. You guys, right away, we're getting an energy of like love vibe. So something more serious for you. Vulnerability. We love this. Oh, we love this. Nice. And we got new love. The only card that's throwing me off is this one. We have In Denial. So perhaps you're kind of surprised that something so serious is coming through, someone with serious intentions, someone who seems like a really good option for you. If the rest of your year, like the beginning of the year until now, has been really kind of slow for you, not a lot going on, that would make sense to me. Or if you've dealt with a lot of situationships, F-girls, F-boys, people who are about drama or just time wasters, that would make sense to me why you'd be in this, denial energy. Like, is this real? Are you serious? I don't know if I can trust this, because you simply don't have the evidence to support it. Or maybe it's that this love offer is just that good. We'll see. We'll see. Spirit. For group one, the rest of the year, early next year for group one. But it is looking like new love for you. Nice. We have invitation. At the bottom of invitation, it says, let's hang out. So even better, this person is making a move on you first. Even better, this person is inviting you out. That makes it just so much easier, because it's like, then you don't have to play the guessing game. Like, is there feelings here? Is this person into me? Are they just being friendly? What's up with this person? Did they feel the spark as well? It's like, okay, they're inviting you out. So obviously they're feeling it too. So even better. Wow. Listen, I didn't know what I was going to get. I set the intention for like, okay, serious relationships only, because I didn't just want this to be a hot mess type of reading where it's like, oh, the rest of the year, everyone's playing in your face. Like, I didn't want it to be that kind of reading. But I also know that Spirit will communicate the truest message to us. So I can set all the intention in the world. Doesn't mean I'm always going to get like, the energy that I'm looking for. So I'm so glad to see group one that you guys are genuinely getting like good positive energy, a good love offer coming in, a good person, someone who's worth your time. I want to say trustworthy as well. Yeah, this is really that connection you've been waiting for. And the crazy thing is, this deck is one of my more like, I don't know, it's not one of those love and light, super soft, cushy kind of decks. It's like one of those decks that'll really kind of like show you what the tea is. And you guys are getting so many positive cards, and this is just not that kind of deck. So I'm like, what is going on? Group 1 must really be having like, it's just your moment. It's your time. Okay. So we have imperfections. Oh, I feel like this has to do with that in denial energy. We have drained. So it does feel like you're kind of tired of whatever you've been experiencing in love. It does kind of feel like there's been a pattern, we'll say, a pattern of the same kind of person. It almost feels spiritual, not gonna lie. And I don't want to like scare you, but for some of you, you may notice a pattern that's too strong to ignore. Like this may be like a spirit jumping from person to person. I don't know what they want with you unless you're like breaking generational curses or something. I don't know what this spirit's got. I don't know if it's a generational, like if it's an actual curse, like, you know, someone has tried to curse you or your family at some point, but definitely get into that reversal work. Definitely get into that coffin work. And I have custom spell work on my Etsy shop, so I can always help you up and banish the spirit back to the nether regions where it came from. But yeah, it does feel like it kind of feels like a string of bad luck or too much of a pattern to ignore. Like it just feels like it's something that keeps happening. It's like you want to be positive about it. Like, okay, I don't want to assume the worst. Like, oh, there's a spirit following me or anything like that. But I'm also tapping into someone who's hearing like different noises and whatnot in their house. But I'm going to move off of that because I don't want to scare you. But I am feeling that energy. We have magic and union. So I wonder if you guys are just manifesting right now. Or this is like you're in the right place at the right time for optimal abundance. That's actually one of my personal affirmations that I have in a subliminal that I listen to for myself. Some people like to use like the Parrot app, I've heard, and they like to speak all their affirmations there and then just play it. But for me, I make a little video for myself or a little MP3 for myself where I also put like 528 hertz behind it, like frequencies that also puts you in a higher state of manifestation to really kind of like get deep in your spirit. But I'm always in the right place at the right time for optimal abundance is one of my personal affirmations. So I feel like for some of you, you've been manifesting this, so you kind of know exactly the type of connection that's coming because it's expected to a degree. So we have union here. Yeah, definitely giving committed relationship tea. Wow, I just heard a super high pitched ringing in my left ear and it literally sounded like a tuning fork. That was so weird. When I hear the pink, like the ringing, it always sounds different and distinct, but this really sounded like it had a sparkle to it. I don't know how to explain that, but it was just very high pitched, like a literal tuning fork. You guys may be super psychic. You may be having deep insights. You may have a lot of spiritual activity happening right now. And I do feel like you will be led to this person spiritually. So I would say definitely lean into what it is that you're hearing. This is going to be there's going to be a fun start to this connection. We have love games and being bold. So Spirit is saying it's time to be fun. It's time to have fun. Time to be bold. Allow yourself to jump into a connection with someone and to be your fun, flirty self. We have imperfections here. So I see this person kind of loving you through like whatever you feel is something that holds you back. For some of you, maybe it's kids. For some of you, maybe it's a condition. Regardless of what it is, it could even be like your personality. Maybe you're really unique or quirky or someone who's not like society's idea of like normal or the it girl, the it guy, whatever. It feels like you have your own distinct frequency. I even just heard scent. That's very interesting. Your own distinct scent. You're very different and people, kind of find it hard to take you, or honestly, I feel like people just have a hard time compartmentalizing you and deciding like what you are, because that's the thing. You go on dates with people and they're not even present in the moment. They're just trying to put you in a box like, oh, this is going to be the one that I call for this, or this is the one I'm really going to commit to, or this is but it has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with how they perceive you, So I feel like this connection is definitely going to be deeper than that. Spirit, what else can you tell us for group 1? One of these flipped over. Wow, we got Friar Lawrence and Rings. This is the Romeo and Juliet oracle, if you notice some of the characters. Friar Lawrence says wise, trustworthy, caring, and optimistic. Rings says symbol of love, union, and soul connection. So with Friar Lawrence coming through, I feel like you're going to have some sort of guiding force. It feels like a male spirit guide or a masculine spirit guide, because not all spirit guides have human forms. So it just feels like a spirit guide that has a very strong masculine energy, but not gonna lie, it is giving kind of ancestor vibes. Like if you've had like a grandfather pass recently, or an uncle, or even a cousin that you were close to at some point in your life, they definitely watch over you and they're definitely helping you. For like one person, I'm feeling someone who isn't completely satisfied with the way that they left things before they left Earth with you. So you may not have had a good relationship with them on Earth, but if you've been kind of called back to like looking at pictures of them, or if you've been thinking about them, they're trying to do right by you by supporting you in the spirit realm. Yeah, you've been doing your thing. We got determination here. Ooh, we got poison with harmful and destructive. So I feel like you've been really breaking the generational curses. You've been trying your hardest to like determine to get through that poison in your bloodline or that pattern. I keep hearing like patterns and synchronicities with you where it's like certain things you can't ignore. You look at the marriages in your life or the relationships in your life, like family and whatnot, and it's not inspiring to you. You may have like one or two that you can kind of look up to, but a lot of people you see getting married, they end up ending, or, you know, it's short-lived, or it's, you know, just drama, or it's not what it at all is presented to be. And I feel like you're determined to break that. So maybe that's why you've been single. For those of you who have been single for a long time, you've been single because of your own standards, because you refuse to settle. You're not going to get into a relationship or a marriage just to be a worker for someone else, you know, like it's going to have to be mutual. So yeah, you do have high expectations, but it's like, is that high expectations, or is that just like really what it should be, like bare minimum type stuff? Like that is not giving high expectations. That's giving, I know who I am and what I deserve, and you're not going to come in my life and play me. So let's see. Spirit, what else can you tell us about the end of the year, early next year? Wow. I mean, it's clear as day. I'm telling you, this deck is not a love and light deck. I'm like, let me cut the deck. Of course, when I cut the deck for you guys, I get end all be all. But there's so much tea in this deck. We got no good. We got telephone. We got apologies. Ugh, I'm just like trying to communicate to you like these decks aren't super soft and cushy, and you guys are getting all the like soft, warm, and loving cards for the most part, beyond the stuff that you're kind of like breaking through. So we got seeking help. It says talking, conference, and consulting. So yeah, you may be reaching out like to someone who does work, like a spell worker, or someone who can be a mentor to you, a guide to you, someone who can help you. It could be a god or goddess that you're petitioning and working with spiritually. But I would definitely say don't stop manifesting. Keep up with it and keep up with your personal goals. I don't even think I read determination. It says courage, perseverance, no more indecisiveness, and firmness. And that is your energy. So Spirit is saying like, you know what it is that you want, and now it's just time to stick to it, and you have the strength and the tools to do so. You're going to have courage and perseverance, but I don't feel like you could be indecisive even if you wanted to, because of how deeply you feel it in your spirit that there's something being called of you. And I feel like this is a part of your life purpose. So if you've been feeling kind of lost or not feeling like you have very much purpose, like purpose can be anything. It can be anything. Like it doesn't always have to be helping people, helping the entire world. It could be breaking these generational curses so the people that come after you can have a more successful chance, more successful life. And then we have marriage, which says wedding, matrimony, and wedlock. I'm crying at wedlock. Now what is that? Is that when you do it before marriage, or is that when you get pregnant before marriage? I don't remember exactly what wedlock is, but either way, listen, that's your business. Who cares? It's you're marrying them anyways. Literally, who cares? We got the Two of Pentacles, Spirit, the rest of the year and early next year. So for you, yeah, wow. We got the Two of Pentacles in the Tower card. It's like this balancing act. On one end, you have this beautiful love that's blossoming and you're stepping into this new life yourself, into this long-term relationship at a minimum. Most likely going to be a marriage with union, marriage, rings coming out. Love vibes, like a serious relationship, long-term at a minimum, but likely life partnership or marriage. And it's like, as you're balancing that, Two of Pentacles, you're also breaking these generational curses. So it's bittersweet. You know, you may have some problems with family, honestly, during this time, because it just kind of feels like people are seeing your potential. People can tell you're about to leave. Magician just came out. They can sense that you're manifesting and you're kind of irritating like the spirits that live within them that they weren't able to combat themselves. So I would say don't even share your goals. Don't even share what you have going on, especially if you have you know, a family that you know doesn't typically support you. Sun card at the bottom of the deck. This is very, very good energy. And honestly, this is why we read tarot, so we can be prepared, because you may be surprised when you're sharing certain information with people and their whole face just changes. It's, you know, it's like, oh, I'm going through this and this. Yeah, we got the Hermit underneath the Sun. Sun card just fell off and we got the Hermit underneath it. So Spirit is saying keeping things to yourself is going to be imperative to your happiness, because people are very comfortable with you as you are. But when you're leveling up, it can, you know, kind of make people look at themselves and feel away. And that's the thing. It's not even always personal, like, oh, I don't want you to level up. Sometimes it's just, if you're leveling up and I'm not, I don't want to get left behind. And that's why I'm upset. That's why I'm trying to convince you to stay the same so that I don't have to grow. It doesn't even always have to be like a you thing, super personal. Try not to take it personally if you can. But I feel like the end of the year to the beginning of the year is really going to be, there's going to be a lot going on. There's going to be a lot going on. And then we have Jupiter conjunct Uranus, I believe in April, March or April, sometime in spring. That's going to be a doozy. A lot of information being shown, a lot of like very quick change. Another one of those periods where people can have like this rapid level up. So I feel like it's just going to keep going and going until like at least mid-year. Then it'll probably like kind of chill out and cool down. But we have the Tower card and the Magician, so it's bittersweet. You know, the Tower is like crap hitting the fan, everything being torn down. And the Magician is like the new beginning, the first, you know, the start of something new. So very synchronistic. We have the Chariot in reverse and the Page of Cups. There's also going to be an ex that tries to come into your life. I'm seeing them getting swatted like a fly with the Chariot in reverse. It's like, Page of Cups, get out of here with your illusions, okay, and delusions of grandeur. This is not, you cannot, you know, stay here with me. I don't have anything for you. I'm moving into my divine marriage, my divine counterpart. Get out of here. We got the World reverse and the Emperor. So yeah, people have this weird kind of sense of control for you, but I feel like the Emperor is even you bossing up. And there's something here about like the bigger picture. I'm looking at the Emperor card and I never noticed this, but there's a super, super small, tiny little person down here. And then you have the Emperor taking up the most of the cards. So I just feel like you're in two different worlds than people. People were like the Emperor over you at a certain point, but now you've just expanded well beyond their reach that people are just like, can I have a crumb? Group one, can I have a little bit of abundance, please? And I don't feel like you're going to share. I mean, whatever. It's up to you, but I wouldn't, just so I wouldn't get wrapped up with people, not to be selfish, but just so you don't get wrapped up with people who haven't done the work to get where you are, you know? You got to look out for yourself. I always say, like, you're your first line of defense. So we have Temperance in reverse and the Knight of Wands in reverse. Some manifestations you are letting go of. And with the Temperance card, there is some sort of small loss. This could be a car. This could be an apartment that you would want to move. You wanted to move out for some sort of, like, for some of you, it may be a little bit, not going to lie, a little bit traumatic. Spirit is showing me someone getting kicked out of an apartment. So if you have like crazy family or you're in a really bad relationship, just know it's going to lead you to your biggest level up in life. Like literally your biggest level up in life. But I am seeing some sort of small, once you take everything else that you're gaining into account, it's not going to feel small at the time, but some sort of loss or Spirit for group 1. Love until the end of the year and early next year. We have true love, we have flirt, and that's what I was getting from love games before, because sometimes love games can indicate someone who's playing games, but for you it was so strong and distinct. Spirit was like, no, this is you opening yourself up to kind of have fun with someone. This is an energy of you like being flirty with someone and, you know, just kind of like living your life and allowing yourself to kind of just play a little bit. Flirt says extend your lighthearted energy to others. So Spirit is like, we want other people to be able to experience that version of you, that fun version of you that has a good time and allows yourself to be playful, not so serious. So we have true love. This is a romance of a lifetime. So you're lucking out. You're lucking out. I will give it 6 months max because like I said, through the beginning of next year, but really, I want to say like 3 months, you guys are locking in with a very, very important connection in your life. So a lot of other endings in your life as well. So it's bittersweet. We did get the Tower before, 2 of Pentacles, but whatever it is you're stepping into is just so much bigger than what you had imagined or what you had even been hoping for in the past. So let go of those past manifestations, you know. So say for an example, you're in an apartment that was so important for you. It's the perfect price. You're expanding beyond that apartment. Let it go. It was important to you at one point, but it's no longer needed now where you're going. That's what I have for you. My Etsy shop is in the description if you'd like a private tarot reading or any of my other magical offerings. Like I said, you can hit me up if you need custom spell work. I can definitely help you with that if you need any reversal work or anything to kind of temper all the drama in the midst of this. But yeah, that's what I have for you today. I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose group 2 with the Rhodonite Crystal Point and the Dream Within Dreams Tarot, this is your reading, tapping into the rest of the year. And I'm going to do early next year as well, just to give it a little leeway. We got the Emperor at the bottom of the deck, okay? Tapping into some divine masculine energy, an energy of someone who knows what they want, someone who knows what they need, what they like. I like that. Okay, Spirit, for group 2. So we're doing the rest of the year, the beginning of next year, Spirit. Who is coming in? Serious love offers, please. Ooh, so right away we got pick me. This person really likes you. They're trying to get picked. They're trying to get chose. They're not even trying to hide it. We got the Emperor, like I said, at the bottom of the deck. So they're like, listen, I got what you need. I can be exactly what you want. And I'm trying to get chosen by you. This is definitely someone who wants you. Oh, I just heard obsessed. So yeah, this could be someone who's obsessed with you. If you like that, if you like those kind of connections where it's like, okay, I know someone really wants me. I know that they like me. I like to be, you know, my person's #1 priority. This is giving that for sure. Spirit for group 2. You're taking your time. And honestly, I feel like, oh... Oh my goodness. Ooh, wow. I'm getting the whole storyline for this person. You're taking your time with them though. We actually have the friend zone card that came out at some point. with evaluation here. So you're not rushing into any connection. I just feel like you're at a different point in your journey where you're not jumping in. It's not that you don't feel the feels with this person. It's not that you're not seeing what they're seeing and whatnot, but it's just like you're a little bit jaded, but not in a bad way, just in a way. Realist, Spirit is saying realist. They're being a realist. So you're just being real about it. You're being a realist. Like, at the end of the day, I can have all the attraction in the world to you, but if we're not a good match, then we're not going to work out. So I need to take my time and go slow to see that. So this person is really coming in out of nowhere, coming in very quickly. We actually have the past life card that came up, and we have the shakeup card and dreams here. So this person is coming in quick, fast, and in a hurry, but I feel like it's just because they've just been made aware that you're incarnated here at this time. It's like you guys have been sensing each other or connecting with each other in the dream space, having dreams about each other, or having dreams that something is kind of coming in. You may even find yourself daydreaming a lot. Whereas, if you're someone who likes to kind of focus on the real world and be, focused on your tasks and whatever you're actually dealing with in person, that may even be a bit unlike you to be so fantastical or in your head or super daydreamy for some of you. So this is a really rarity for you. But yeah, we have shakeup. So this is going to be shocking. This is going to be a surprise. It's going to kind of come out of nowhere. And we do have past life links here. So I wouldn't be surprised if you were to run your synastry with this person, your astrology, and to see how it compares, that there would be some past life stuff there and some past life connections. But yeah, we do have the dreams card here. So there is an energy of you knowing this person or having had experienced this person at a different time, in another dimension, in another way. For everyone, it's not going to be exactly the dream space. There's this quote, the universe communicates to you in your most fluent language. So if your most fluent language is dreams, I know that's definitely one of mine. I used to have lucid dreams every single night. And then I just woke up exhausted, and I had to kind of calm that down, and life went on, and some other gifts emerged, and that one got weaker. But for me, Spirit definitely will show me things in dreams, and I would have deja vu, but only it's not just I don't remember when I experienced this, but I know that I did. It's I literally dreamt of this last night type deja vu. Let me know if you've ever had that too. I always thought that was really cool. But yeah, there's some sort of, connection here. We do have struggles in keeping watch. So I feel and protection, I'm just now noticing, yeah, here too. So I'm getting this from the standpoint of your spiritual team, your guides. For whatever reason, it wasn't the right time for you guys to meet, or maybe this is one of those connections that are just so powerful that you kind of can abandon the other things that you have going on in life. Some connections are like that. I know it, everyone's experienced that, where a friend gets into a new relationship and they're just obsessed. Some of that is more spiritual, and with past life love connections, they're highly, highly likely to be that way because you have all those past life links. So it's you're already getting started on a foundation of past experiences before you even have one in this life. But I feel this is being welcomed into your life. I feel both of you are able to experience this now because of where you're at. Because remember, in the beginning, we got this pick me energy from Ben, and then immediately friend zone, evaluation. I need to take my time. I need to see who you are. I need to see what you're about. I need to see if we're a good match. So because you're in such a realist mind state, I feel your guides and your spiritual team or spirit, whomever, even your higher self is we're ready for this now. We can handle this now because we're not just going to jump into it with them. So I feel it's been from a standpoint of protection. Also, I feel there are other things that had to be completed before this energy could come through. So if you've been feeling that kind of feeling a sense of condition, conditions over abundance in your life, conditions over wealth, conditions over new starts, new jobs. If you've always had to work really hard for success instead of just having a viral moment like some other people can have. Yeah, something with that. I wouldn't be surprised if you had some really gnarly squares in your astrology chart that have to do with Jupiter and Uranus, or even Pluto, because it seems new beginnings for you are a result of hard work versus just luck, going viral, crazy spontaneity. But anyways, we do have engagement here. We have determined. I just love this. And then we have clarity. So they are taking their time to really get to know you. We have dangerously as well. So I feel like both of you have these different aspects that you kind of bring to the table. You bring this like realist energy where you can be someone who's trusted to like have goals and actually reach them, someone who's trusted to have a good head on your shoulders, to be structured, to focus on the foundation and what's like really, really important for longevity and sustainability. And this person has like also their own determined dedication, loyal energy, and this ability to kind of get you out of your head and get you present in your experience, in your body, in the present moment. So we have determined and dangerously. This person, they're really calling you to really kind of like take it there and to challenge your limits. At the bottom of dangerously, it says in love. So it is a good energy. And then we have clarity and engagement here. So yeah, this is, I was just telling this to group 1 too. Sorry if you hear squeaking. There's like a tree outside of my window. Whenever it gets cold, I don't know why, there's like more wind and the tree always squeaks against my window. If you can hear that, sorry. But I was just telling this to group 1 as well. Like I set intention. Okay, serious love offers, please, spirit. Like, you know, don't play in my face the rest of the year, the beginning of next year. Don't tell me it's a bunch of BS coming. But sometimes for some people it is, you know, a lot of drama and, you know, craziness that they need to be aware of. So we can set intention all we want, but we're not always going to get the best energy. But I am surprised that we're getting such positive energy today. I was just telling them like this deck, it can be very crazy. It's not one of those like super soft love and light decks. Like we got the issues card as I cut the deck, the drama card as I cut the deck. Like it's not a super warm and fuzzy deck. So I'm just so surprised that, okay, we're actually getting like positivity. We're actually getting committed relationships. So let's see what else we get. Spirit for group 2. The end of the year to the beginning of next year in love. What is happening for group 2? Ooh, we got a lot of cards jumping out. Yeah, you're taking your time. You're doing things the right way. And you're not settling, period, point blank. Now, there is someone coming in your energy trying to... I mean, we have the misunderstanding card, so maybe it's not necessarily... Yeah. We have Tybalt and misunderstanding. This is the Romeo and Juliet oracle, if you recognize any of the names. Tybalt, the Prince of Cats, fashion and aggressiveness. And then misunderstanding says misinterpretation, misinformation, and ineffective communication. So I'll clarify this with tarot. But the energy that I'm getting from the first person was so clear. It was like very positive. It was them kind of like, oh, okay, you're about that like, okay, you want to go more slow, serious, no problem. Listen, I want you to pick me. I want you to choose me. I will do this whatever way you need to do it, as long as we do it. And this energy just feels so differently. Yeah, this is an energy like Tybalt, fashion. This could be someone who's very conventionally attractive, someone who kind of sees themselves as the cream of the crop, like, you know, conventionally the person that most people find attractive. So when they're coming towards you, it seems like there may be some drama. Ooh, you know what? My eyes are being brought back to this keeping watch card. So maybe that's also talking about someone who has been watching you and flirting with you, but you haven't been entertaining them for a while because they weren't really talking about anything. They weren't really trying to do anything. And then they come in when they can feel you kind of slipping away and there's some drama between you and them. We have distilling liquor and patience. It says strategy, expertise, and a double-edged sword. So the double-edged sword of magnifying your attraction powers and working on your magnetism, getting into your dark feminine, dark masculine bag, is you're going to attract many other people who are energetic match to that, who are also in their dark masculine, dark feminine bag, or just, you know, creepy crawlers, people who are attracted to your light and they want their chance with you. I'm feeling that super strongly. Like, you have a very strong light that many people are attracted to. And it's not even in a way where it's like, oh, you're so pure and moral. It's just like you're a bright, shining light. Like, your energy, your frequency is so you. It's so unique. Having a light doesn't really have anything to do actually with morality or being like pure. It's more about not being so influenced by the world that your true essence can't shine through because you're embodying other people's light and frequency. It's really just about authenticity. So you have a very distinct, unique frequency and personality, and people are very attracted to that. I just saw 1212 on the camera. They may have a hard time understanding you, communicating with you, and kind of figuring you out and seeing like what kind of person you are, or understanding like just what it is with you. Like, okay, I don't know what group 2 likes, or I don't know what kind of person they are. Are they about drama? Are they about that jealousy life? Like, people have a hard time trying to figure out what you're really about. And I see you using strategy. I see you using your expertise. And at the end of the day, you're being patient. It says patience, decence, and self-control. So it's crazy because before it felt like you were ready for this attention. You really liked it. It was good. But now you're just kind of like head down, focused on your career, or immersed in this relationship, you know, waiting for this to manifest or engaging in it. And it's just like now all of a sudden you're having to beat them off with a stick. We have love at first sight. So speaking of that first person, you're going to know who that is kind of right away. There isn't going to be too much trying to figure this person out. If it's confusing, it's not them. Like, if it's confusing, it's not them. It says twin flame and mirror souls on that one. All right, Spirit. So the rest of the year and early next year for group 2. What can you tell us for group 2? The rest of the year and early next year. We have the Page of Cups coming out right away. So a new beginning. Ooh, yeah, someone is getting like shut out. Nice. Oh, nice. Wow, it's a little bit of everything, to be honest. We got the 7 of Swords and the 5 of Wands. So someone is attracting you to them with their drama, with their mystique. 7 of Swords. Someone plays into like a version of you that can be toxic, that can be messy, that can like the drama and the fun. 5 of Wands, that word salad, you know, that confuses you but makes you like curious at the same time. I am seeing that. So you are dealing with that person to some degree. This Tybalt person, not going to lie, they're catching you slipping, at least for a little while. And if they're really good at masking, that's probably why, because they may be, especially, yeah, we had keeping watch. Like, so they've been observing you for a long time. So they know what you're about. They get it. They're not going to come through with the same old that didn't work the first time. They're going to come through in a new energy. They're going to come through in a new energy that would be more easily accepted by you. So yeah, you should be on guard and watchful, you know, so that you don't end up dealing with BS. But we have the King of Swords and the Moon in reverse. So there's this connection that's kind of confusing. There's this connection that seems unstable, or more like filled with drama and mystery that kind of piques your interest. They're attractive with that fashion element that came with Tybalt. And with that misunderstanding, that in itself makes you want to give them the benefit of the doubt. And then there's this Moon card in reverse with this person that brings you certainty. King of Swords that pursues you clearly, that takes action towards you. We have the Page of Cups, which is a card of a new relationship. And then we have the 4 of Wands, which is like long-term commitment. So it's so clear what's going on here. The end of the year through next year for you, early next year, there's going to be a new relationship, new love that comes into your life. And a 4 of Wands, there is going to be a serious commitment that comes out of that. But there's also this person, I just heard karmic. Ooh, so this could be someone you've dealt with for a while. This doesn't have to be like a brand new person that's been scoping you out. This could be someone who's keeping watch because they done had that thing and they ain't trying to let it go. Okay? Listen, if you got that bionic box, you gonna have to be more, listen, You're going to have to take care of yourself. You're going to have to stop dealing with these people because they can't handle it, group 2. So if you put, busting it on a splits, not everyone can handle that. Some people, they get stuck on that. So you can't give everybody that. Okay? But we have the Hermit and the Nine of Cups. So for the most part, you're really in your bag, your own energy, taking care of yourself really well. I feel like this person is going to catch you slipping, either A, because they come through before the serious love offer comes through. So it's like, okay, well, I want to deal with this person. Or B, it's going to be because they're attractive, very attractive. Or C, actually, it's going to be because they really play into Seven of Swords, Five of Wands, your shadow side. It is what it is. We all have a shadow side. I have a shadow side. I can be attracted to some very toxic qualities in people. And when I see those qualities, I've recognized the pattern through journaling, deep reflection of my past life, and really asking myself, like, okay, but how did I end up in that situation with that person? And I noticed the pattern. They all have this similar quality, this similar aspect to them. For me personally, it's really good banter. I like when someone's quick on their feet. I like when someone isn't afraid. I like when someone doesn't really care. Okay, not gonna lie. Like when you can tell someone really likes you, that's cool. But when they just look at you with pure indifference, like that does it for me. Okay, I don't know why, but I'm just like, wow, you don't give a. Okay, anyways. So we all have these qualities that we're attracted to. That it's like, okay. We need to catch the pattern so that we don't, end up lost in the sauce. But we have the Star in reverse and the Three of Wands in reverse. That could represent some sort of delay or something unexpected. Honestly, I'm not loving that Star in reverse. That kind of feels like this connection could really take you out of alignment or cause you to, listen, I'll just tell you this, they're really good at what they do. They're really good with confusing people. They're really good at getting people to agree with what it is that they want. So you could only be dealing with them for 30 days, but end up shifting your value system into being attracted to people who are more fun. Like they're really, they have strong powers, like to convince and to make people feel differently and accept like different truths. So just be careful with that one. We have Radha with Soul Flame. It says, rediscover a lost part of yourself and experience relationship harmony and healing. So you are coming into a place of relationship harmony where things are getting better, more even, equal give and take, more reciprocity, feel good, good times, good stuff. And even healing, someone being there, supporting you, understanding you, getting to know you on a deeper level, not just stopping at the surface or what you're willing to give, but really kind of pulling the deeper parts of you out of you so you can have that expression and that deep connection built with someone. But it also says rediscover a lost part of yourself, which is what the Nine of Cups and the Hermit does. So if you're being called to any project right now, it doesn't matter what it is, definitely lean into that. It doesn't have to be like career-based. It could be just something that gets your creativity activated. It could be reorganizing your closet. For me, I just did that lately. I just switched over to my winter closet. So that took pretty much all day for me, maybe just doing little stuff here and there to kind of keep yourself busy and occupied and keep your creativity going. Rediscovering a lost part of yourself, getting back into something that you used to be into that added value to your life is good as well. And that's what I have for you, group 2. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you'd like your own private tarot reading or any of my other magical offerings, all of that is there. And that's what I have for you today. I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose group 3 with the Plum Tourmaline and the Mystical Manga Tarot, this is your reading, tapping in to see the rest of the year in love. How is that going to go for you? And we'll even give it a little leeway. We'll say the end of the year till early next year. And we're going to tap into serious committed relationship offers, or at least serious offers. Spirit for group 3 with the Plum Tourmaline. Please show us love for the rest of the year. and early next year. For group 3, what is going on in love? Okay. So right away tapping in, there's someone who you have like a really authentic connection with. It feels really gritty. It feels like those kind of high school, like, or, you know, whenever your first love kind of relationship that's just very, very intense, but is not really built on, like, you know, the things that you acquire later in life, like stability. It's not built on responsibility. It's kind of just built on the love that you guys have in itself. And this person has been watching you, and honestly, they're having a hard time. They're really having a hard time letting go. We have keeping watch and irresponsibility. So this could be someone that you knew when you were younger, but you kind of outgrew. And younger could even be a year ago, depending on, you know, where you're at in your journey. It doesn't have to be like so long ago. But with keeping watch, this person has really been watching you. And honestly, it feels like they've been a little bit reckless since, oh my God, not Spirit showing me. Oh, which one was that? Was that Breaking Dawn? The one where Bella started doing all that crazy stuff because she was missing Edward. She was going on motorcycle rides, jumped in the water. Girl, doing the most. Spirit is showing me that. So there is someone who's really missing you. And yeah, we have the dangerously card here. So they've been living dangerously. This is someone who loved you, cared about you through your imperfections, but it just feels like an irresponsible person. Like they didn't kind of move, they didn't grow beyond that. It's kind of like that was really the basis of your connection. Sorry if you hear like squeaking whenever it's really windy. This tree outside my window like scrapes against it. So sorry if you hear that, but that's what it is. But yeah, it's just like an energy of someone who you build a connection when you were younger, and it wasn't really based on like the things that we base relationships on when we're, you know, grown and when we've gone through life and we know what we need. But it's just solely based on like the connection in itself and the attraction and whatnot. And this person, they can't get out of that. They can't let it go. They can't let you go. So they've been keeping watch for a while, and, you know, just being kind of reckless in their actions and their movement, doing things, you know, being irresponsible. I'm even, Spirit is showing me someone blowing money. So this person may be masking to other people by like seeming like someone who doesn't have to worry about money, seeming like someone who could just ball out and do whatever, who doesn't have any like monetary restrictions. They can just kind of like, you know, always have the newest, latest, and greatest. And it's like people may even be wondering like, where are you getting that money from? So I feel like someone kind of going on a dark path, either with, you know, substances, or on a dark path with the things that they're doing, just being dangerous, or even like, shoot, scamming, robbing. And it doesn't have to be in a literal kind of way where it's like they're doing this to people in the 3D, but just, you know, they could have some fugazi business online and they're fooling people into buying into it, and they know it's not worth a, you know, anything. And yeah, it just seems like they're kind of going down a bad path, though. Interestingly enough, we have the Death card here, so it does seem like you're letting that go. Yeah, we have determined. I'm going to clarify with tarot who this applies to. We have invitation here, so this would be about new energy, but let me just clarify. I'm going to clarify them both, actually. Spirit, invitation, is this the old love or is this a new love here? Well, we have the Emperor, so that's someone who typically would be worthy. And then the Six of Wands, so this is someone who has success. This is someone who's respected. Yeah, it's definitely giving future type of energy. Like this is giving someone very much so valuable. And we have the Two of Cups in reverse. So no, this isn't someone you have a romantic connection with. This is someone who's completely uncharted territory, uncharted potential. This invitation is coming from someone completely new. They have a lot of fire energy. They could be Sag, Leo, Aries, or have like strong fire in their chart. But the Emperor, I'm pretty sure, is Aries energy. And then we have the Six of Wands, which is, you know, fire energy. So this person could be a fire sign or have a lot of fire in their chart. But Six of Wands is someone who is successful, someone who's respected, someone who doesn't do shady business, especially with the Emperor being there. That would be like a boss for sure. And then Two of Cups in reverse, no, this isn't someone you know, someone you have a history with. There's nothing built with this person as of now. So the invitation is coming from someone completely new. And to be honest, this could be someone coming from your job or someone coming from your industry. I'm also seeing someone being invited out for drinks specifically. So don't be surprised if you have like a coworker in another department that invites you out for drinks with the crew. And it's like, oh my God, I get to go out with the crew. Like, really? Okay, act natural. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be exciting. Let me clarify determined. Spirit, who does this belong to? Who is determined? Aw. Six of Cups reversed. Someone who definitely wants a second chance. Four of Wands, someone who you have been in an official relationship with at some point or as close to it as you've ever been. And yeah, the Six of Cups talks about a relationship of the past, and we have the Six of Cups reversed here. So this would be a relationship that did not work out. We have the Hierophant in reverse. So, and the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So for one, Hierophant in reverse, I feel like you know better. Like there's an energy of you feeling like, I know that this isn't going to work. I know this isn't the person for me. And Wheel of Fortune in reverse is like someone who your time got cut short with, or someone who you've already decided you weren't going to be with, maybe someone who things went too far with, even like, you know, in a negative way where it's like, okay, we've had some sort of like tumultuous past where like drama has happened and went down. And yeah, this person, they don't want to let you go. They're very much so stuck in the past. Oh, we have the Ace of Cups beneath that. I didn't even see that. Ace of Cups, Four of Wands with the Six of Cups in reverse. So this is a ghost of the past that is still hoping for a chance with you romantically, still holding on to hope for you. Honestly, Ace of Cups is really giving first love type of energy, and it seems like you still have a space for this person in your heart as well. I feel like you know exactly who this is. Knight of Swords in reverse, you haven't heard from them in a long time. At the bottom of the deck, Knight of Swords in reverse, haven't heard from them in a long time, or there hasn't been any interaction or activity between you and this person. Wow, we got the protection card. So Spirit is actually wow and maturity that have flipped over. So Spirit is very much so keeping you out of this person's reach. Oh wow, we have isolation underneath past life. We have protection and maturity. So that's exactly what I was feeling throughout the reading. It feels like you had leveled up beyond this person and they just kind of stayed stuck in the past. They may literally be stuck like in the high school days if that's when you knew each other, or you know, some time around that. And this person always sees you as the one that got away. And you may be surprised, Hierophant in reverse, that this person has been like pining away for you for so long. But when you can't have someone, they become the perfect blank canvas for you to associate all these falsehoods onto. You know, like if you have a relationship with someone that doesn't work out, or someone who moves away, that's like perfect, because you can just associate all this value with them that, you know, never happened or that they never had. Your relationship could have been just so-so with them, but if they tragically or very quickly get taken away or out of reach, or they cut you off or whatever, then it's like, oh, they were so much more than, you know, they were. So I feel like this person has that with you. Maybe your paths went two different ways. You started to work like, you know, corporate America. It feels like you got a, you know, big girl, big boy job. You started to work on your career. You went to college, whatever. They may have never done that. And they just been pining away for you for years. And worst case scenario, and I really wouldn't ever want to speak that onto someone, but I mean, come on, dangerously death, like that could be in a closer, that could be in a more realistic sense, you know. So fingers crossed, knock on wood, that nothing, you know, too dramatic happened. Oh my God, I just saw 1010 on the camera. Strong sign of endings. Whew. But we have isolation and past life here. So I feel like Spirit has been kind of keeping you isolated, keeping you above the fray, keeping you away from the drama. With past life card, you may even be getting into like your Akashic records or some past life, like, you know, regression, some sort of work that has to do with exploring past lives, or that past life card can be talking about the energy that's coming towards you, coming in. But we have isolation here. So it seems like things have been pretty like cool, calm, and collected for you. It's been, you know, pretty, maybe even like no major action happening. Spirit, the end of the year through the beginning of next year. Woo! Freaky. Okay. Yeah, there's two people in your energy. We have Prince Eucelus and Romeo. This is the Romeo and Juliet Oracle, if you recognize some of the names. Hold on, I'm going to open a window. Brief intermission. Whenever I'm channeling, I start getting really hot. Okay, so we have Prince Eucelus and Romeo here. The prince says protection, kindness, and undertaking. So that's a protective energy, almost a fatherly kind of energy, definitely a responsible energy, someone who's older as well. And then we have Romeo, which says idealistic lover, passion, rashness, quickly changing moods. That so feels like this person. And you love Romeo, right? Romeo and Juliet, we all love Romeo. You know, we love that person who's kind of like awestrucken by someone and has that first love where they just feel so rocked by it and they feel like something has really been put in their lives that is special, that they are just head over heels for. But it's very idealistic, as the card says. It's not based on foundation and what's really needed for a relationship to be sustainable. It's based on feelings. And then we have this one here with protection, kindness, and undertaking. So someone who will help you through the things that you've been through or whatever you consider to be baggage. Say you have a kid, or say you have some sort of condition that kind of holds you back. That energy would be much more likely to genuinely take responsibility of that and to help you. Whereas Romeo has all the passion in the world and wants to help you, but just doesn't have like the tools to do so. Prince Eucelus does have, you know, the tools to do so and is more responsible, more upstanding. So it's tough here because your heart is telling you one thing and your mind is telling you another. But we did have the Death card there, so I do feel like there is going to be an ending ultimately. We'll see. I'm going to clarify with tarot which one you'll choose. I guess it'll be different from person to person. Now this is throwing me. We have the Dark Deal. It says wrong decision and incorrect direction. So perhaps you'll end up wrapped back up with this person again. I mean, they're not showing up because they're just thinking about you. They're showing up because there's someone who is making you some sort of love offer from the end of the year to the beginning of the next. So yeah, there is an interaction with you guys for sure. And with the Dark Deal card, I feel like they may use the past to kind of win you over a little bit. And we have the Fear card here with concerns, worry, and risk. I feel like being connected with this person generally gives you anxiety, makes you anxious, makes you feel like, I don't know that this is the best idea, especially with them being reckless or having reckless tendencies or reckless habits. It could even be that they like to, you know, drive like bikes, you know, dirt bikes. And that can be, you know, dangerous. It could even be something like that. That's not so extreme where it's like, okay, they're reckless for no reason. It could be for a sport purpose, but still dangerous nonetheless. So there's fears with that person. But also I'm feeling FOMO energy, like the fear of missing out for some of you. So this person may come in the nick of time right before you meet this new option here, before you get this invitation. So it's like you may end up choosing to deal with them because you're like, well, I don't know how soon I'll get another option. It could be something like that. Definitely pay attention to your dreams. We have the Dream card. It says prophecy, hints, guidance, oracle, revealing, and symbolizing. So there's an energy of spirit really speaking to you through the dream space, giving you a hint, guidance, prophecies, snapshots of the future. Spirit for group 3. Can you show us the rest of the year? to the beginning of next. Wow, we got the World card and the Ten of Pentacles. I love that energy. Ten of Pentacles, long-term stability, and the World card is everything coming full circle. So if we're talking tarot, we do have a major arcana card that is the Death card, and you have to go through the Death card to get to the World card. So yeah, I do see everything coming full circle. I actually when I first started my YouTube channel, I lived in a apartment, and my other YouTube channel, not this one, my older YouTube channel, my first YouTube channel. And I was just driving one day back to my apartment, and literally the number on the leasing office, like the address was 1010, and I never ever noticed it before. And sure enough, in that apartment, I went through the biggest changes of my life. There was a huge breakup I went through when I first moved in. Whew, that was a doozy. I ended up dealing with someone from the past from high school. Oh my God, this is freaky. This is freaky. Yeah, from high school, like a first love kind of thing. That same situation. Now that I'm reflecting, yeah, they didn't kind of evolve. They painted me as this blank canvas. They saw me as their key out of the hood. I'm like, I'm not your key. I am not your key. But anyways, yeah. Very, very similar now that I'm thinking about it. So we have the World card and the Ten of Pentacles, something you worked really hard for. I see 2024 being a pretty good year for you. And it's maybe that's too much to say from a reading that's specifically based on love from the end of this year to the beginning of the next. But the World card and the Ten of Pentacles, typically the world is not talking about just one area in your life. It's not just career. It's not just love. It's like all the things, all the things. So with you, Ten of Pentacles, World, yeah, I see a lot of benefits. I see you stepping into long-term wealth. I see you maybe even getting the position that you'll be in, like that'll really level you up in career. That stability in relationships as well, for sure. Dang! What in the world is going on? Y'all got the Ten of Cups too. What is going on? 10, 10. This is freaking... I saw 1010 on the camera earlier in your reading. I'm pretty sure I said that. And then we have the 10 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles. Wow, you're getting very strong 1010 energy. Look that up as an angel number. I like the angel number website, Joanne Sacred Scribes, it's called. It's only one person who runs the site. Her whole life is like dedicated to numerology and numbers and whatnot, and spirituality as well. But I like sites like that. It reminds me of one of those older sites. You know how you used to be able to go back on the internet and you could find all the real like Wicca sites, like all the really good stuff that had like the tea, the info. You don't really have as many of those anymore. So I love her website. Her angel numbers are like really detailed as well. And we have the King of Coins in reverse. So as there is a moving on, Five of Cups at the bottom of the deck reversed, we have the Strength card in reverse and the King of Coins in reverse. So it's a bit bittersweet because there is someone that you're rejecting in this process. And with the Strength card in reverse, I don't know, it's not really for you to worry about. So I don't even want to say it, but yeah, I don't see them doing too hot after you know, your rejection. I don't see them doing too hot. They may go on a darker path, but it's not up to you to save them, you know. I don't know. Everyone's going to have to make their own decision because this is tough. We have Paul the Venetian with experiencing grace. So I just heard you're being forgiven as well. If there is something in your life that you have that's a major secret that you never plan to tell anyone, or that you know, really keep to yourself, I see you experiencing grace in terms of that, and I don't see the spiritual realms holding that against you. It says, share your gifts with grace, and waves of inspiration and love are coming to you. So Spirit is giving you next steps. Like I said, really pay attention to your dreams. That's also giving you keys. Spirit is giving you inspiration, love, the tools that you need to move forward and be successful. Wow, that's what I have for you, Group 3. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you'd like your own private tarot reading or any of my other magical offerings, all of that is on there. And that's what I have for you today. I'll talk to you soon. right, if you chose group 4 with the Appetite Stone and the Third Eye Tarot, this is your reading. Tapping in to see the rest of the year for you in love, and we're going to leave it open a little bit. We're going to say the rest of the year to early next year. Ooh, the moon at the bottom of the deck. Mystery. So we'll see. We'll see. Trying to tap into serious love offers only. People who are really coming through, making love offers. Spirit, for group 4, please show us the rest of the year in love for group 4 up until the beginning of next year. Ooh, we got the competition card. So there are multiple people in your energies. Watch out. We got lust and love games. So someone amongst these options you have is really, they're really craving you physically, really wanting to get involved with you in that way. Let's see. Ooh, there's even an energy of someone who's typically single, maybe even a player that's pursuing you, and it's totally like out of character for them to do so. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Something about your energy, group 4. I don't know what it is that you're doing, but it seems like you're in some sort of vortex. It seems like you're in some sort of vortex because you have a lot of unlikely people pursuing you, like people who, like we have even this one, we have missing you, someone of the past who's been missing you coming through, someone who you thought you wouldn't hear from again. We have someone who typically, it kind of feels like they have commitment issues as well. We have issues, toxicity, and faithful that came out together. I got to cover up toxicity because she got that thing on her. She got that thing in her hand, that toolie. But we have toxicity, issues, and faithful. So it's like, I'm going to have to clarify who's who and combine some of these energies. But it's just like, you know, there's this person that typically does not take people seriously, or typically is more about like their own issues and, you know, the realms of toxicity, like quick, fast, and in a hurry, action, physical action, whatnot, and they're pursuing you. We have someone who's all up in their single life bag, does what they want to do. That's in your energy. Competition is the first card that came out for you. The first card that comes out is typically the strongest, most dominant energy that you're going to notice. And I would say that's 1000% accurate because you do have multiple people in your energy, a lot of people in your energy. And love games and lust, I feel like this is more a collective energy. So if you've been working on some sort of like attraction work, some sort of work that has to do with like your magnetism, yeah, that's working, but just know it's amplifying like all of it. You know, there isn't a way that you can amplify your magnetism without also attracting like BS. I mean, maybe if you did like a lot of protection work at the same time, but still that would kind of leave you at a standstill where it's like, okay, it doesn't seem like things are really popping off for you. So in order to have that like viral reaction, you gotta know, typically when things go viral, think about like a video. It's like, it's good in the beginning, or accounts, you know, people that go viral, everyone loves them in the beginning, and then like some information gets revealed and the tides just completely change, or people start disliking them. So every time you go viral, you get a little bit of everything. The good, of course, more business, yeah, if you have one, but then it also comes with, it can come with a bunch of, you know, BS and, you know, bad as well. So, woo, there's a lot of people in your energy. For one, there's a person that's missing you. Let me get some more info on them. Spirit, tell us about this connection that's missing, group 4. Who is this? King of Pentacles in reverse, and that's so weird. I heard something so specific when this came out. I heard a fall from grace. A fall from grace. So this person may have had their own business, or they may have been really attractive. They may have had a lot of money, friends, resources, whatever, but life happened. They lost their friends. They lost their money. They lost the resources. They don't have that special sauce anymore. They're not seen as like that thing, super attractive, the one that, you know, a lot of people want. They're not seen that way anymore. So now people are reacting to them very differently, or they have a lot less. And I feel like that may be tied to why they're coming back. Oh, Queen of Pentacles. So there may have been some sort of shift here. First of all, you guys are a true pair, not gonna lie, but the King of Pentacles is showing up reversed. So they've lost their resources, they lost their touch, and honestly, their connection with you in itself may have been the thing that kind of really leveled them up. It's funny how people forget that, right? They forget all the things that you do for them, or how you help them, how you connected them to certain people, and they just want to take credit for everything. And it's like, okay, but if I leave, you're going to see the truth and it's going to be hard for you. King of Pentacles with the Queen of Pentacles, true pair here. They're showing up, King of Pentacles reversed, and they're coming back because Queen of Pentacles, you can help them. You have a lot of value. They see that value. I don't want to like discredit them too quickly and say like, oh, they have bad intentions, but I mean, that's not the best energy. We got the Seven of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups in reverse. Yeah, okay, well, now I'm kind of feeling like, because this is someone who, Ten of Cups in reverse, wow, with the Lovers and the Five of Swords reversed. They want to, in the Moon at the bottom of the deck again. Things are very uncertain and unclear with this person. I don't feel like they can be trusted, but I don't feel like it's all bad with them. With the Lovers card, not gonna lie, you guys could have a very, very good, strong connection. However, Five of Swords in reverse, they would have to take accountability for some things that they've done in order for you guys to build a solid foundation to move forward on now. But yeah, we got the Seven of Pentacles in reverse and the Ten of Cups in reverse. This just feels kind of eerie to me because it's like, they can see you being aligned with even Lovers card, like new romantic opportunities, and they're wanting to jump in before it's too late. I don't know. I just personally have never really loved that energy. It just feels opportunistic to me. So, you know, like I said, I can't completely say it's all bad because we do got some good cards. We got the Lovers. We got a true pair here. Even though one of you are out of alignment, showing up reverse, still a true pair. Ten of Cups in reverse, it's not a crime for them to not want you to be with anyone else. So we'll give them the benefit of the doubt. But just know with that Moon card at the bottom of the deck, a lot's still uncertain with this person. Spirit, are they going to level back up? I'm just curious, like, if it would be worth it or if you'll forever be taking care of them. Well, we have the Tower in reverse and the Two of Cups. So yeah, you would be that missing key though. And they have to take responsibility for that, accountability for what has happened in the past. And they have to admit that. They have to admit how you helped them or the value that you bring into their life. It's almost like Spirit is showing me like domesticity. Like someone doesn't have very much respect for domestic roles. And it's like, okay, well, if it didn't have value, why is your life falling apart then? So if that could have been the thing, like maybe you were that traditional kind of feminine role and you provided emotional support and like, the domestic things, like, especially if you live together, like, cooking, taking care of the kids, if you had any, the house, whatever, being that divine feminine energy in their life. And it feels like someone who didn't respect that. So they kind of had a fall from grace, maybe so that they could better respect it. And with the Two of Cups, I really like that. I see a rekindling. That's an energy of you guys, going back to that reciprocal love. You see how their arms are intertwined and they're drinking from their glasses. It's like very much so mutual reciprocity, equal give and take there. So I would say, honestly, it is worth it. I would say it's worth it. I'm going to have to break down these individually. You guys are the only pile who got 3 or more options. I want to say they only got 2 options. That was the most. A lot of them just got 1 for the other 3. Spirit, for group 4, can you tell us about issues, toxicity, and faithful? What's up with this person? What is this giving? 5 of Wands and Justice in reverse. Ooh, so this person would be faithful to you, but Spirit is just saying what you have to understand is they just don't have the life experience that is in alignment with being faithful and dependable. So with this person, I hate to say it, it's all starting to feel like they're fixer-upper of relationships. I don't want to give up hope too quick and make up my mind, but I'm like, I'm noticing a pattern here. Okay, we're going to be optimistic. We're going to give them the benefit of the doubt, and we're going to assume that these could be really good. Camera keeps focusing on their faces. Okay, so we got the Nine of Pentacles reversed and the Page of Wands. So yeah, Nine of Pentacles in reverse. They don't have a solid foundation of long-term stability. So this person is still chaotic. They would still go in and out of, you know, their chaos. They would still go in and out of being dependable and not. This person may ghost here and there. They may do little shady things and then like come back like nothing ever happened. We have the Five of Wands and the Justice card in reverse. So if I had to say, I would probably say this is probably not the best option. This one is actually quite good. I wanted to be like, because they're coming. I just didn't like that part. Like King of Pentacles in reverse, they're coming back because they had a fall from grace. But the reality is, like, you know, sometimes the universe has to show people. Some people have to learn through experience, and, you know, the universe has to show people what they're missing out on, and they have to level up through experience. So can't hate on that. It's quite a good energy. We got the Lovers and the Two of Cups that came out for them, and true pair energy with the Queen and King of Pentacles. And even the Tower in reverse came out. Like, okay, we're undoing the past and we're building a new kind of situation here. So good energy. Let me pull a few more. Spirit, would this be worth it to entertain? Ooh. We have the Chariot, the World, the King of Cups in reverse, and the Page of Pentacles. I would say that this is worth it because with the Chariot and the World card, first of all, the Chariot is progress and it's moving forward in balance with the light and the dark. Spirit is saying we can pick people apart all day. We can look at all the negatives, but no one is completely light. No one is completely good. We all have our own disadvantages, our shadow sides, things that we bring to relationships and friendships that aren't good, parts of ourselves that we're embarrassed about or that we don't like or that aren't helpful. So I do feel like it would be worth it to deal with this person because with the World card, you are coming full circle. And with the Chariot card, they are changing. They're open to working. They're open to revolution. They're open to growth. Growth and positive change. It's going to be rough in the beginning though. King of Cups in reverse with the Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles is like a lot of new energy, trying new things, doing things in a way that you've never done them before. I don't feel like you've experienced this kind of relationship where you really had to pour into someone like this, or dealing with someone who's hot and cold in this way may be something that you fortunately have never, you know, dealt with in a connection. So when you're dealing with that here, it's like, ooh, it's triggering. It's triggering. So it's going to be I just heard a year of new, so maybe this period lasts a year long, but there is going to be a period in this relationship where there would be a lot of growth and they have to grow out of that old version of themselves. They can't just wake up overnight and decide, oh, okay, I'm ready to be faithful. Even though I have no experience being faithful, I'm just going to be faithful. You know, that's not always the reality. You can't just decide, oh, I'm going to be a millionaire, and then you wake up a millionaire. That's not how it works. You have to build the traits and the characteristics of, you know, someone who can handle that kind of money and doesn't spend it all, you know, the next day, and who can make the wealth compound and grow on top of itself. So it's just going to be some work, some time. Spirit, single life and against the odds. Tell us about this connection, please. What is this? Dang, we got the Queen of Wands in reverse. I want to say this feels like someone you're not typically attracted to. This definitely isn't like your usual type. We have the Fool card. Completely new person, someone you don't know, someone you've never met. And your life would change due to being with this person. Wow, we got the Moon card. It keeps coming up for you. You may be Cancer Venus or have like a Cancer Moon, even a Cancer rising. Wow, and the Empress, okay. Now, I know you see her holding her stomach on this card. So you could end up building a family with this person, having a family with them. And that's what I was feeling. I was like, the moon, you know, because the moon is all about mystery, the unknown, and really more about things being revealed, not really knowing where things are going. This person that's used to living the single life and that's going against the odds, I don't feel like they were single because they don't know how to handle commitment. I feel like they were single because they haven't met like their person. And so they're not the type to commit. But with the Empress here, it feels like this person is giving you the world. They're making you their #1 priority. With the Moon card, they're coming in very unexpectedly. And we have the Fool here, so they're going to be exposing you to like a different lifestyle. And that could be anything. Like that could be, say you've always been like a city girl, a city boy, someone who lives in the city, who always loves all the lights and, you know, just the city vibes. This person could be taking you off the grid, or vice versa. Say you've always been off the grid, this person could be bringing you into the city. But some sort of foundational change. And even the Fool in this deck is a baby. So a lot of strong baby energy. It seems like this person is offering you a genuine long-term relationship and to start a family. We have the Four of Cups in reverse. So I feel like this person has a very healing presence to a degree. This person is offering you safety and a space for creation, a space to start your own business. We have the Four of Swords, which is a card of deep reflection. Four of Swords, you know, the story behind it is really about like in traditional tarot, it's about like a soldier that gets back from war and they're reflecting on their experience, the thing they've, you know, or the things they've lost, the people they've lost, but grateful for their own life and how far they've come. So Four of Cups in reverse, this person is giving you a safe space to transmute and let go of the past and to finally reflect and do some like inner child healing, inner teen healing, some healing of the experiences, healing from the experiences that you've gone through. And then we have the Ace of Wands here. So taking that a step further, they're offering you a space of creation, giving you the opportunity to maybe start your own business or to, you know, Ace of Wands, whatever you want to create. This could even be you just focusing on like your literal creativity. If you're a painter or an artist of any sort. Spirit, can you tell us about this collective energy, lust, love games, and competition? Any advice for group 4? You guys got a lot going on. We have the King of Swords in reverse. So right away, Spirit is saying, do not act on your impulses. Your biggest advantage with dealing with these people and what's coming towards you is going to be to take your time. And that's how people can quickly and easily eliminate themselves without you even having to feel bad or deal with too much, by allowing people to escort themselves out of your life, by taking your time and not immediately jumping into something with someone just because they want to. The time wasters, that's the main thing that they're looking for. They're looking for time. So if you're taking your good sweet time to get to know people, you know, they're going to dip out of there and run towards someone that they can quickly manipulate. We have the Queen of Cups in reverse and the King of Swords in reverse. So Spirit is saying, listen, you're going to have to turn your empathy off with some of these people, because people are going to be coming in with their sob stories, with their dreams and wishes. With the King of Swords, people are seeing you as someone like really successful, either really successful in business or really lucky. Also, I'm seeing you're getting to the age, Spirit is specifically highlighting age, where you value peace and other people around you, like romantic interests, are also valuing peace. So they are seeing that you lead a peaceful life and they're trying to get in on that. So just be aware of that as well. We have the Nine of Wands. You've already been through enough, okay, little warrior? Nine of Wands. Spirit is saying, chill out. Don't take on any, you know, helpless cases. We got the Eight of Wands reverse. People are going to be trying to like bum rush you into your life, trying to hurry up and confuse you and overwhelm you. We have the Death card and the Emperor. Spirit is saying move with sovereignty. Sovereignty is all about having your own point of view, having your own beliefs. Move with sovereignty, autonomy, you know, be loyal to yourself. And Death card, when it's not right, cut them off. Don't allow people to rush into your life and just take over, because that's what they're going to be trying to do. Eight of Wands reverse, shut them down. We got Hilarion with divine healing and Mother Mary with love and peace, dude. People are literally looking at you like an idol, like Mother Mary, like the most purest, you know, calm, peaceful life having person. Mother Mary with love and peace says, let go of the need to be right and choose peace. Mother healing is possible at this time. And I feel that super strongly in this relationship. If you have a mother wound, this person is going to give you the safe space to heal that. And then we have Hilarion here with divine healing. It says, honor your sensitivity, retreat to recharge and heal. Don't that sound like Spirit is telling you to go where you can recharge and heal? This is probably going to be the best option. This one's pretty good too. You just have a past with that person, so it depends on what you want. Like if you are willing to start over with someone, or if you just want that new. It says your light can support others. I feel like that's something important for you to know. You support people so much. People receive so much from you, whether or not they admit it. They receive so much, and that's why they keep coming back, because there's something they're receiving there. Who's going to show up to an empty store? Yeah. So make sure you know yourself so other people can't tell you who you are and program you to do, you know, what they want. And wow, I just saw 2121 on the camera. 21. That's what I got for you, group 4. My Etsy shop is in the description if you would like your own private tarot reading or any of my other magical offerings. All of that is there. And that's what I have for you today. I'll talk to you soon.